Hello, this is Peter Cunningham. Today I'd like to give you a demonstration of how it's quite quick to update sometimes very large lists of properties in Future. This is using the option on the main menu, Import Entity Properties from Excel. Okay, so the example we'd like to consider is here in 20 wells, which have got scheduled stimulation jobs, 4 stimulation jobs a year, and it's going to be happening over. We need to first of all set them up and we update them. So what we've got is we've got an Excel spreadsheet with the dates of these shut-ins. Now we're going to model them in Future as each stimulation job is going to be modeled as with a curve, so shutting in the required well. Now on the face of it, 20 wells, 80 stimulation jobs, that's 80 curves. That can seem daunting, but I think you'll find that with defining the properties, listing the properties in Excel, which you probably already have, and with this functionality, you can manage it, and it's not too much work. So here we've got a model with our 20 wells defined, but no curves or planned changes. If we run the forecast for a year, we'll see, no shut-ins. Okay, so let's import those. So this is using the property, the functionality import entity properties from Excel, and you can specify the spreadsheet and tell Future what range of cells contain the data. And if you tell it that the data's got head, Future will have a guess as to what the different columns mean. In this case, it's got most of them correct. The only one is it doesn't realize that scenario is the same as here. Is the same as scenario name. Okay, so that's if we're using this option here. If we're using the other two, then you don't need to load you don't need to tell it the scenarios. Okay, so this is the preview, and what Future then will do is it'll load the data. If it doesn't find the curve, as it won't do in this first instance, it'll create it. If later on, after loading it from now, we'll show you an update, and there the curves will already be in existence, and all it'll do then is update the information. So if we press OK, then Future will swap to the editing of the newly created curves in the table, and then we can do any final editing and then press OK. And now we've got all of our 80 curves and the dates defined. So with that, if we then taking an example forecast, we'll see we've got indeed the 4 shut-ins defined. When it comes to updating it, again, you can use the functionality. So import entity properties, and now we're going to use it for not to create the curbs, they're already created, but to update the properties. Now, what I've done earlier is, having set up all the parameters here, I'd saved it as a template, and I'm going to load that template, and then what we get is the properties there. However, we're going to do a slight modification actually, because we're going to move to the to another sheet where we've got the new dates, which are 5. Everything's shifted by 5 days. So we'll click OK, and then now we've got new dates, and if we run it, and then if we choose the option of showing our new forecast and our previous forecast, we'll see that there indeed the new simulation dates are shifted 5 days. So that's a quick demo of how you can use the functionality import entity properties from Excel to manage even large numbers of changes that might be required for your wells. Oh, thank you.